from a movie scene. Said, oh my, but what do you mean? I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round. She said, I am the one who will dance on the floor in the round. She told me her name was Billie Jean, and she caused the scene. Then every head turned with eyes that dreamed of being the one who will dance on the floor in the round. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. Mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, 'cause a lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, oh, Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl who claims that I am the one, but the kid is not my son.
She says, I...
Hey, you, how are you? That was really good. My daughter was riveted just now. She was like, Scott's really funny, Mommy. Scott's really
No,
funny.
that wasn't me. That was Tinkerbell. And there she goes. Speaking of Tinkerbell.
That was really good. Look at everybody starting on. How are you, Scotty? Susan Smith is saying hello. Donna Frechetta saying laugh my ass off. Marilyn Gibson, Jeannie Clay, Paula Giordano Borghese. It's raining in Florida. She's in Florida.
I catch fairies, and this is Scott
Ooh,
as a fairy.
There you go.
And this is Scott as a fairy. I have 3.
This is you.
Hey, you can't call me a fairy on
We have
TV.
male fairies, and she's calling it Scott. Scott, that's a male fairy.
Is that politically correct, Suki?
Yeah. These kids got,
What's going on? A lot of people missed us last night, Sue.
Oh my God. You want to tell everybody what happened? You want to tell everybody what happened, Scotty?
What happened? I was having a little bit of a nervous breakdown, so I canceled the show. That's all.
Oh, everybody, Julie, Rory, Brenda, Stella, Donna.
Those nights.
Let's just talk. Last night was one of those nights. We weren't feeling so good.
I wasn't feeling great, and it was almost showtime, and I was like, you know what? I just couldn't muster it up, Suk. We did 103 shows where there were times I wasn't feeling great,
and you did great. You did
and
great.
we did the show, and last
to do it.
I just said, you know what? Shut it down. We'll be back tomorrow.
Listen, Jay Friedler wants to know: is Dave still COVID-free?
Jay Friedler, what's up, Jay Stone? Yes, Dave still is COVID-free from what I understand. The weatherman is still COVID-free. He was drinking a little hydroxychloroquine over the summer.
Yeah.
Had a little dexamethasone and blah, 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 blah,
and feeling great. Hey, listen, Jeannie Clay wanted to know, last night, did you go partying? Did you hit the tequila?
No, I did not. I wasn't drinking last night. It was just, it was a trifecta of bad things for me yesterday. And my head was going to explode. And I said, I got to take it.
I got to stop.
I can't do it.
I can't do it anymore.
Nah, just wasn't working out.
Well, Rory Wright says, glad you're feeling better. That's the thing that's great about the show. You can do it when you want. Thank you, Paula.
That's true.
Thank you, Paula.
Paula, all I got to do is hit that live button and we're off and running. It could be any time of the day.
Paula just gets us, She's just like, Jeannie Clay says, sorry to hear that. Don't worry, Jeannie. He's back on the horse. 24 hours, he's good.
I'm good. And listen, hey, Jordan Gray is back. Good to see Jordan. She hasn't been with us in a while.
Look, and Annie Engelbrecht is back.
Oh, Annie Engelbrecht?
Yes, from Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn.
Oh, nice. I feel like Annie Engelbrecht should be from overseas somewhere.
Or from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Pam Hefner Gascione.
Who?
From Lombard, Illinois. Hope I did. Gascione.
Got a lot of people. Listen, Phil and his wife got in the RV and they took off this morning.
I like that. Okay.
I'm texted Phil. I'm trying to locate him. I sent him.
What's he gonna go in and stop in the RV and be like, "Hi guys"?
I said,
I'm gonna kill you if you do that.
We have an amazing singer on tonight by the name of Nate Walker. Nate's going to join us around 8 o'clock. We had Trapper Haskins on, Sook. I know you don't know who that is, but over the summer we had this. Megan Farrell was an amazing singer we had on.
Okay.
And she kept telling us about a friend of hers called Trapper Haskins. Not only did I love the name, Trapper Haskins,
yeah.
And she said he's an amazing singer. We had to get him on tonight.
He's on.
No. Trapper was supposed to be on tonight. Our communications got mixed up. He didn't know. So he's coming on next week. But we got Nate Walker, who's also amazing. And of course, coming up in just a few minutes, our friend Brian Freed, who's the invention coach.
I love Brian.
Brian's got, he's got all kinds of products. He's going to talk about, coming up with inventions. I'm sure a lot of people have done it while we've been quarantined or, while you're stuck at home. So he's going to come up in just a few minutes. I believe he's in our green room. He's in our green room sipping champagne, and he'll be up in just a few minutes.
Listen, Annie Engelbrecht, you said that she sounds like she'd be from the Midwest. She said her husband is from Iowa.
Oh, all right. See that?
But now they live in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. I'm wondering, Annie, are you in the zip code that is basically being back to quarantine out of curiosity here in New York? Because New York here, everybody, there are several zip codes that are not functioning. So can I ask you a question, Scotty?
Go ahead, Sook. Ask away. I'm here for
it. We talked about this in the beginning, like a long time ago, like when we first started this. And we were like, the second wave. When's the second? The wave, we're in the first wave. I can't imagine what the second wave. I feel like the second wave is going to be worse mentally because we all know what a toll it's going to take if we all have to be quarantined again.
And by the way, and you know what's happening now here in the Northeast, in our area?
Yeah.
It's getting a little too cold to eat outside anymore. It's getting a little chilly out there.
Listen, my husband and I went out. Guess what time we had our reservation?
What?
4:45 a.m. Yeah.
4:45?
Yeah, I go like this. We'll get a couple of drinks and then we'll be out by 8 o'clock. It was so cold. So cold.
Yeah. No, it's going to be rough. And by the way, everybody talking today about the star of the debate last night. It wasn't Mike Pence. It wasn't Kamala Harris. It was the fly, Suki.
The fly.
The fly. Did you see all the memes with the fly today dancing on his head?
Hysterical. Oh. I didn't really recognize. I saw something fly there, and then I didn't know it just stayed there. But I felt bad for him because remember, when we were live on TV, certain times there would be bugs.
You get a fly running around.
Your worst fear is that you're saying the news and something's going to go in your mouth and
you swallow it.
Remember, so many times that there's bloopers where somebody's dentures came out.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
It's great. It's great. Well, listen, we have a fine show tonight. We already
said it was the Russian spy fly.
The Russian spy fly.
Pretty funny, man.
Oh my God, the social media was lit up last night. We have Sook next week. We already have all 3 shows booked.
Love it.
By the way, one of those shows includes Burt Ward.
Burt Ward. Batman.
Robin from Batman will be joining us next week. We've got some great entertainers. And do you remember Monia, the group, the 2 brothers?
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are coming on with us again next week.
Wow.
We already have a couple big things going on. We have a woman who's coming on next week. How about this? She's a classical opera singer. She's like a soprano. An amazing career going. Her first name is Summer. I can't remember her last name right this second. She had an amazing career going. In the summer of 2016, she was diagnosed with breast cancer and given 1 month to live.
Oh, wow.
No chemo, no drugs, nothing. She changed her diet, positive attitude, so on and so forth. She has been cancer free.
God
And
bless.
she's back on it, Suk.
That's incredible. I want to hear her story. Inspiring story.
Yeah, so she's going to come on with us. It's going to be a great week.
Of
But
course,
for
October
tonight,
is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so it just falls in line with everything that we do here, which is always singularly focused on you, the viewer, to entertain you, educate you, and also maybe make you smile.
Are we really well, our guests entertained. Our guests educated.
Listen, Scotty, you are kind of funny. Just wanted to say that.
I guess. All right, you ready to bring in Brian Freed? He's got some things happening.
Brian, bring him in.
There he is.
Hey,
what's up, guys?
The inventor class. I like it.
You, buddy?
Oh, coming soon. It's actually just launching any day now.
I love it. The Brian Freed, everybody. Scott and I have had the honor of interviewing him several times. He's been on the show too. But when we first met, Scott and I were fascinated because remember all of those, was it Shark Tank and all of these inventor shows were getting popular and everybody has an idea, right? But you want to make your idea come to life. Well, this guy is your man right here, Brian Freed.
Well, I'm honored to be on your show and I love coming back and thank you for having me.
I remember, listen, he made such an impact on us last time, Suk, because the big thing you had last time, Brian, was the egg holder, which actually turned into like an egg stand. And it was vertical instead of horizontal.
And we thought it was like brilliant. We're like, why didn't anybody think about this before?
Sukanya, I know you have one. Scott, did you get yours? Did
Suki
give you?
Got one, no.
You didn't get
one in the mail from him? A freebie?
No, you didn't get one?
I didn't get one.
You know, I think somebody in the studio back in the day might have hocked it for themselves, but I did give you one, Scott. You just don't have it.
Can I tell you something? I have those ties. I still have those
Good.
ties. Hold on.
Oh, he's getting the ties.
Hold on. I have it right here. I use them.
Good.
Oh, that's so funny.
Are they? Let me see which size.
Scotty, the ties.
Oh, pull ties.
Yeah, look
this feels a little phallic right now.
Yeah, oh, Jesus. Like the woman said about Mike Pence last night. Looks a little flaccid, Suki.
Uh-oh. I have a new version of them actually. They're out now in they're in Home Goods, Home Sense, TJ Maxx, and Marshall. So there's a different version. Yep, they're a little bit bigger now too. So and a little more flexible. So the bigger bags, like the potato chip bags, and the big club bags that have the frozen foods and the French fries. So I'll get you some of those too. I gotta hook you guys up.
I love that. Thanks, right?
I love
it. So these days it's been interesting because I was on your show a few months back, just when like the whole COVID thing happened, and you guys started this show, and you've definitely evolved very nicely. But at the same time with me, I've had so many inventors come to me with such unique ideas for COVID related protection. Right now, it's kind of like a commodity. Like how many more face masks can you see, or bandanas, and all these different things out there? But you know what? Just like anything else, there can be more than one out there. It's just the question is, how quickly can you get it out? How can you kind of break in? So there's a lot of there's definitely some innovative people out there, and you got to just keep on inventing.
I just recently saw a mask because everyone's like outside drinking. You know, I always have my little Yeti cup and I want to drink my coffee. And I saw somebody just put it over there and have like a little coffee. I was like, it was incredible. It was a mask that was 2 layers. I was like, I need to get this mask.
Any excuse just to not wear the mask, huh? What can I say?
I mean, like let's say like you're, but it seemed very good. I haven't bought it yet, but we'll see.
I've definitely seen my share, and hopefully you might see them out there. Just till they came up with it, design it, develop it. I mean, protect it. It's a little bit of work, but you have somebody like myself that can kind of like guide them through. I can get it out pretty quickly. So we'll see.
Brian, did you have anything lying around your house for tonight's program?
Yeah, we all want to see the products.
Well, I'd like to share with you a couple things that I work on with inventors, and as we keep doing this, hopefully you guys keep having me back. I will have inventors, and I have my whole office here is full of different inventions I'll just get their permission first and come on your show and show you some cool things. And I brought a few tonight with me.
Excellent. Excellent. Brian,
all right, you ready?
Because
Light it up, baby.
everybody's
Light it up.
entertained and wants to see it. We want to see
Excellent.
what you have so we can spend our money.
Excellent. And at the end, I'm also going to share with you one of my personal inventions that I'm going to market with, and I'd like to get your audience's opinion. And of course, both of you I value. So hopefully you feel the same way as I do, and the reason I came up with it.
I love how Scott just put up a font of Scott, just his hand was up.
I don't know how that got up there. I had nothing to do with that.
What'd you do? I missed it.
No, don't worry about it. You'll see it on the show when you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
All right, Brian. Charlie
right.
says, Brian, good to see you. Let's see the stuff.
Okay, so I have an inventor. Her name is Rachel Cardis, and she came up with, and I'm trying to diversify a little bit. I want one for the male, one for female. Well, this could be for both. So this one, if you're a mother or a father, this is called the Tiny Tote-Along. And picture this. You have a car seat in your hand with the baby. You have a diaper bag in the other hand. A lot of stuff going all over the place, right? So not anymore. Basically, what you do is you put your diaper and your wipes right into this pouch, right? Wow. You put it in the pouch, little green screen going, but you get the idea. And you close this up. And then what happens is it has Velcro here. So you take it and you can hook it to a car seat,
or stroller.
Right, the car seat, the stroller, the shopping cart. You can put it in your back pocket. So it's just a really easy way. And this is actually, it's a great invention. It's on Walmart. It's on Kohl's. Wow, she's got it out there, and she's continuing to build up distribution.
Brian, hold up that box one more time. Let me see the box.
It's called the diaper bag that totes itself. I love it.
Isn't that cool? Look, the little baby in the back with the cart. Not bad.
Suki, if you're only gonna have more babies.
See that?
I tell you something. I don't miss those days of toting anything, but I do remember those days where my husband, he didn't, my Eric, say hello. He's a big guy, and he didn't really want to tote the bag. Like he was a dude, so he had the diaper in his hand and the wipes in his hand, and it was all a mess. He'd put it in the back pocket. It was a mess, but I got you.
What do you think? We could put this. We could put it. Scott, me and you could put it. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could put it in our back pocket.
Jordan Gray says, "Wow, that's an awesome idea." Mary Hick Platt, that's an awesome idea.
Cool. All right, so she's on her way. We're looking for she's looking for a licensing deal, which means that she's doing well selling it. But obviously, when you work with a company that has a lot of distribution, they would make it for her, they would sell it, and she would earn a royalty. So, but they're doing well, and she has many different designs. So let's support Rachel.
Let me ask you a question. I applaud you, Rachel. Good job. We want you to become a millionaire. Now, Brian Freed, I have a question. When you see these people on Shark Tank, do they already have the licensing? Do they already have everything in place? The this, the that, the that? And are they going for funding and distribution? Because I'm trying to understand where those people are when they're pitching their products to sharks.
Well, they're all different. So you have people that started a business and they might have hit a brick wall, or maybe they need funding. Maybe they just tried to get distribution and they didn't. So one of the first questions is, how much are you how much have you sold of it? So either you're an entrepreneur, you started a business, but actually whenever you come up with an idea, you start a business, because there's the steps and processes that you take to get to figuring out if it's going to make you money or not. But there's two things. There's one licensing and one manufacturing. And if you're going to manufacture, then you're going to go through all the logistics. You're going to go through the searches. You want to try to get some intellectual property protection most of the time. You're going to find a manufacturer. You're going to bring it. You're going to package it. You're going to bring it to market. You're going to try to get some distribution. And then you might need funding, or you might want to work with one of the sharks that have experience that way. So that's one way. And then there's other people, and I've made a living out of it too, and I've done manufacturing and licensing, but maybe I don't want to do that. I want to keep working on all my ideas. I want to do what I want to do. So there's companies out there that already have product in retail. So if you go into Walmart and you flip over the package, or you look in the front, they already have products in the store. So I would go to that company and I would say, hey, Farberware, this is one of my inventions. You know,
Wait, you got Farberware to do your invention?
Come on, Suki. What do you think you have me on your show for? I gotta perform for you, right?
Yeah, let's see the product. I love Farberware.
This one is from my like invention gallery. But anyway, like these set of tongs. There's a regular set of tongs that are out there, food tongs. But what I did was I took this piece up here, like you pull it up to lock, and I made grooves in it. So now there's small, medium, and large openings. So if you go to the store and you see two sets, you see tongs, one set of tongs and another. And this one has an extra feature where it's adjustable for the same price. Which one would you buy, Suki?
I would buy yours because I get 3 out of 1. Yeah.
Thank you. And every time you buy one, I earn a royalty.
I love it. I'm going to go to Farberware right now. I'm a big fan of Farberware, so that's a good one.
Good.
I have those tongs. Sometimes it like snaps at you. It's like,
I know that's what happened to me. And then I used to
snap right at you, right?
Yes. And then I used to get annoyed. Like I see that, you know, at catering halls, at restaurants, like people are getting different size portions of what they're supposed to get. And sometimes you don't need it that big. Maybe it's a chicken cutlet or something and you want it thin. So I don't know. It's been working.
Can I tell you something? I made chicken cutlets tonight. Can we talk about people that need to pound out the chicken cutlets so it's nice, feathery, thin?
I'm scared of you.
The kid, today, just to sidetrack there, Brian. I was
like those thin cutlets, huh?
I was like, I need a thin cutlet, and can you pound it nice? Like pound the meat, make sure it's nice and thin.
No, you were talking to me when you said that.
Oh God. Go ahead, Brian.
All right.
More goodies. Come on.
Let me show you another one. So I have another inventor that I've worked with. Her name is Valerie Guglielmo, and she's from Connecticut. I'm sure she's watching the show tonight too.
Hey, Valerie.
Hey, Valerie.
Hi,
so
Val.
she came up with a product called Snozzle Pro, and what it is, Scott. I'm sorry, this one may not be for me and you, but you know those diffusers that you use, right?
Yeah.
And you try to keep it on the hair dryer.
Yeah.
Right. And what happens is it always pops off. So she got tired of it. So what she did was she came up with this sleeve, and it's called the Snozzle Pro. You take it, you put it over the end of the hair dryer, and now you take a diffuser. I told my wife to throw this one down to me, and here you go.
And
what do you think?
I love that because she is so right. Every time you use the diffuser, that thing would pop off, and you'd be like, "What the hell is going on with this?"
She's doing amazing. She's doing amazing. I'm so proud of her.
When you just kind of like tease your hair, Sue.
No, when you get the curls.
Yeah.
Curls. Really
anyway.
Yeah.
You curl them up.
I mean,
that's called the tickler. That's called the tickler, Brian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tickler, right. They make those in France, by the way.
So
listen, how much do I get the Snozzle, and where do I get the Snozzle?
For you, I'm gonna have Val send one to you, Suki. But this, it's on Amazon, and she's been selling really well.
She's killing it. She's on Amazon. All right.
Snozzle Pro, snozzlepro.com also is her website.
Snozzle Pro, mazel.
Mazel with the snozzle.
Keep on going, Val. Good job.
Nicely done, Val.
Millionaire.
All right. So I have another inventor. This will be for the guys because I don't know how many ladies are going to use this, but something simple. You know those grommets that you put in the wall to kind of put the wires through? So this inventor came up with a grommet that actually, when you make a hole in the wall and you push this in, these things go behind the wall. So it's slippery. As you turn this, you'll see that these tabs go out and it locks behind the wall. Oh, nice. So he's been selling. I've been helping Tony from Long Island for a long time now with these, and he's selling fantastic on Amazon.
Is he a fireman, Tony from Long Island?
Is he what?
Is he a fireman by chance?
No. Well, no. He was an IT guy back in the day. He's retired now, enjoying his life out east on Long Island, and he's a fine young man, as he calls me.
I tell you something that's brilliant because everybody has those wires, and you want to hide them behind the wall, and this thing allows you to.
Yeah, when you put on a flat screen TV and then the wires come down.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one, it doesn't fall behind the wall. This secures it against the back wall. So I know Tony will be mad at me if I don't do a good demo of this thing. So anyway, when you turn it, these notches lock behind the wall. Okay, and then you put the wires through, and then you put the cap on. So this is twist lock grommet for those of you who want to change your grommets that you have in your walls, or you're going to do construction and putting some new TVs in. Look up twistlockgrommet.com. A little bit extra money, but well worth it. Congrats, Tony.
From Long Island putting that one together.
Tony from Long Island. All right. We still have time, right?
Got time for one more, my friend.
Good. So this one is mine. I want to get your opinion. You and the audience, both of you in the audience, I'd appreciate it.
We're here for you.
So let me start off. So you have a paper towel holder, usually like right next to your sink, obviously, right?
Yeah, that one right there. Yeah.
There you go. Is it on a stand?
Yeah, Eric, can you give me the thing? Can you
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on it.
So you know what happens? Like, I come up with things that drive me crazy. There you go. I have something similar. I'll show you in a second. Mine is I think bronze. Yours is chrome there. Anyway, so you go to the sink, right? You're washing your hands, and then your hands are all wet, or maybe they're dirty, right? Yeah. Those are the purposes of why you're using a paper towel. So usually you put your hand on top of the paper towel roll, right? And you pull it. So it skeeved me out to see, and I was at other people's places too. It skeeved me out that the whole top of the paper towel roll was wet or dirty. It was disgusting. So what I did was I came up with the paper towel topper. You see that? Wow. You take this, really simple, and you put it right into, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but anyway, you put it right on top of the roll. And now, I'm going to blame my wife for this one. But now you can just, let me see if I can show you. Where can I get into the screen here with this? Can't see it. But now you put your hand, I'll put my knee up. You put your hand on top and you pull it out, you roll it, and there you go. Oh, now when I come home, the top of this is drenched. And I don't care if it goes into there, but you know what? I'm like, at least all wet here. Boom, 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 and I'm done.
Yeah, because
what do you think?
No, because your kids are filthy animals and they come in there with their
winner.
Yeah, I think that's a winner. I like it.
Listen, you guys are too easy. Any comments? Do you feel like this is something like Suki? You would put that right on.
Shadow says, "Do you make it in other colors?"
I'm gonna make. Well, this is from a 3D printer, so I'm making this. Most of the time, practically every paper towel is white, so I'm gonna make it in white. Is that okay with your viewer?
I don't know. We'll ask Donna. Donna seems to have.
Donna, what do you think? White. I figure white. This way it blends in. I don't want to take away from your paper towel holder. You have all different colors.
Yeah, you want it to blend in. I got it. Right. I like it. I like it a lot.
Wait, Brian, I have a question for you, which I think we need an invention for this because, and I don't know if it's the same in the women's bathroom, but when they don't have the hand dryers, right? And you have the paper towels that you got to kind of crank down.
Yep.
Right? You're cranking those paper towels down with wet hands. So you take your paper towel, you dry your hands, you get the hell out of that bathroom. But the handle is now wet from you for the next person, and so on and so forth. How do we combat the wet handle in the men's bathroom?
You get one of those motion sensor ones that
like this.
Yeah, Scott.
No, I know, but if they don't have that, how do you combat it?
Is there already
my elbow?
You know what I do? I would probably get like toilet paper, or I get a little piece of the paper towel that's sticking out, and I would take that out and I would use it because it's happened to me. Not only on.
It doesn't stick out all the time.
Well, then go get a piece of toilet paper, Scott. But you know what the worst is? You're talking about paper towel thing in the women's bathroom. First off, I don't know what you're doing in there, but in the men's bathroom, what about the urinals when you have to flush those and they're wet?
Yes. I try to do that with my sneaker. Then get your sneaker up there and knock it out.
Isn't there like a natural like flush motion sensor? You put your member in, and then when you put your member out, you put your member in, you put your member out, you put your member in, and when you shake it, and then it stops.
I haven't tried that.
Brian, we love you, pal. Listen, it's brianfreed.com.
Listen, tell us, and he's got inventor classes, right?
Yeah, give us a quick, what can people expect from an inventor class?
It's about 3.5 hours of me spilling my guts out, talking to you about brainstorming your idea, figuring out if your idea is going to make you money or not. It's called Learn How to Make Money with Your Invention. I really gave you every part of the journey that you could possibly go through. And there's even parts in there for you to make a decision if you should move forward or not, because I'd rather that you spend your time, money, energy, and effort on something that's going to make you money. It feels good to have a patent. I have over a dozen patents. All that's great. But the thing is, are you going to license it? You're going to manufacture it. You're going to work with engineers, prototypers, all that type of stuff to figure it out and see if your idea is going to make you money. So inventorclass.com. It's actually just launching tonight. So thank you very much, Joan. I appreciate that. Keep on inventing. And listen, anytime I love you guys. You know that. Anytime you want to have me on, just give me a heads up. I'm going to gather some of my inventors that I'm working with, and I want to bring them out on your show. Thank you very much.
Anna Hoover saying great job. Rory Wright saying really great ideas. Donna Fraschetto says color, Brian. We want color. Color, Brian. They love color. They love
color, Brian. The women love color.
What kind of color?
For the paper.
The paper towel top.
What? Okay, I can do color. How about clear?
Paula Giordano Borghese Basile wants to know, is there paper towel top in any stores yet? I have to get one.
No. Thank you very much. If you keep in touch with me, that brianfried.com is a place for you to send an email, or my email address is brianfried@gmail.com. But it's going to be out soon. It's going to be out within a month. And thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. And remember, I know you like this one, Suki. If you spell my name wrong, Brain, you spell it Br. If you spell it Brain instead of Brian, then I'm brain fried. So please spell my name right.
Brian, thank you, my friend. We love you, pal.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Love you. Take care.
Keep on inventing. Thank you very much,
my man.
Keep inventing.
It's so funny. He was good.
I loved it. Cherry Hetrick saying great ideas. Brenda Raperdi saying Raperda. Saying great, awesome, Brian. Donna Fraschetto wants it clear. She wants the top clear.
Donna wants it clear. She's going to get it clear, Suki.
Yeah. Somebody wants Jane Hicks wants it in teal. Jordan Gray wants it in pink. I mean, I think that's a great idea. I think a lot of people would definitely buy it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that was a great idea. All that stuff was pretty good. The baby with the diapers. It's good stuff. Like you said, Suki, not only do we entertain, sing, dance, and joke around. We're very informative here on the Suki and Scott program.
We definitely know how to get people going, maybe motivate, to maybe recreate their lives and maybe change their destinies once and for all.
Suk, I got a guy who's jumping in here last minute for us. Who's the guy's dynamite. He's a headliner anywhere you would go. Tonight, he's jumping in for us last minute because I practically begged him. Because I was going to have him on next week, but I like I said, Trapper Haskins, he got miscommunicado. So Nate Walker's jumping in. Here's a little taste of Nate Walker before we bring him in.
My music is definitely indie rock, bass, guitar driven, rhythmic, big hooks, because I like big hooks. Love pop music, so I like big things that you can latch on to when you hear it for the first time. I take cues from a wide range of music because I was brought up on a whole bunch of different types of music. Soul music, R&B, funk had a big influence on me. I like a bunch of different palettes. I like electronic elements, so I make sure I have electronic elements in there as well. It's interesting to me. I like kind of anthemic feels and choruses. Yeah, I take bits and pieces from everything. I can't help but kind of synthesize those into the things that I'm doing. I was raised on big band music. Like my dad would have it blasting out of the basement. He had an old Zenith hi-fi credenza shake the walls, and I loved it. That's like part of my soul. I get a rhythmic sense from that kind of music because I like things that swing and sway and really kind of drive. Music is, boy, it's such a primal, basic thing that we all connect to. And that's why I'm in it, man. Like, that's why I'm in it.
You got me, oh. You say it's nothing, oh. You got me, oh. You're a doll and I'm a devil on your shoulder.
I love
ladies
that.
and gentlemen, let's bring him in. The one and only Nate Walker.
Hey,
Nate, how are you, pal?
can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah,
Great.
I think. Sue, can you hear him?
I hear him perfectly. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much for having me on. I'm so happy to be here.
We're so happy.
Listen, about 2 hours ago, you didn't think you'd be doing this, I bet, right?
I know. I was literally, and this might be too much information, but I was literally in the middle of like my 10th diaper change on my 11-month-old for the day. Seriously, and I got the call, and I'm like, absolutely,
we got you out of it.
How can I pass up a chance to sit
Listen,
with Suki and Scott?
that's what Scott's all about. He's like, you know what? I gotta put like a dude lifeline together, get him out of doing anything that has to do with baby for at least 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
20 minutes. Listen, Nate, when I was listening to that, and I love music, and I feel like I was hearing shades of Peter Gabriel slash a little bit of Sting, all kind of mixed into that vibe that, you know, that we put together, that montage right there.
I'm telling you, you know what? If you say those names and build me up, and you might. I hope I can only come up to 50% of Peter Gabriel and Sting.
Listen, you definitely can hear the influence, at least. I mean, I feel like I'm a music aficionado in my own brain, but you could definitely hear the influence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, pardon me. I came up on Peter Gabriel. I came up on the Police. I came up on, all those guys. That sound. That there's something, post new wave, kind of post prog thing. But they really were able to capture a huge sound, and were just wonderful. I mean, and those voices. I mean, how can you ever argue with those voices?
Never.
And so, Nate,
Peter Gabriel and Sting. My goodness, that's so very sweet of you.
You're a jerk.
What can I say? Like, we are the people who we admire, in the creative world, and we like to hopefully put our own spin on the things that we admire. But we're made of the pieces that we come from.
Absolutely.
Nate, I used to say that about the actors in the adult film business, but I wanted to be the people I admired, and I just never matched up.
I believe I'm going to let that one just float out there.
Yeah, really, let it go out there. Let it go out there.
Our audience has heard worse. So listen, you're a Jersey guy, and before you sing, I was reading a little bit about you. You actually you gave up music a little bit for farming? I was reading.
I did. Holy smokes! Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, just the quick and dirty of it is I was supposed to be a classical trumpet player. That's what I was supposed to do.
Wow.
That's what I went to conservatory for, and the whole thing. But in my teens, I got hold of this acoustic guitar right here. And that was kind of it. Like I went to conservatory, and I worked my way through a year of it. But by that time, I kind of caught the rock bug, the songwriting bug. And it was kind of, I suppose at that point it was history. And I kind of never looked back. Lived in New York for a long time. And so this is wonderful, by the way. I get my New York fill. So it's wonderful to be on here. But so my wife and I, we started a farm, organic vegetable farmers, and we started up a CSA, and that's what brought me to where I am right now. Basically, that's what introduced us to this area. We were organic farmers for 3 years, and wow. In fact, I can see the farm from my studio. But yeah, and we did that for 3 years. We started the farm. We passed it off to two farmers that continue to this day. doing the CSA operation there. We're ever grateful. But yeah, so that brought me here. We moved back to New York for a hot minute, and then we came back here because we were missing it. But yeah, Jersey, feeling the Jersey vibe.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, you don't have to apologize. I grew up on Staten Island, and I'm sick and tired of apologizing to most people where I grew up, you know?
No, man, no shame anywhere. As long as you
You know,
bring
we were out there
yourself to
playing
any
the
game, you're
farms
good.
in Jersey. We were playing in Jersey in the farms and down in Asbury Park. And
Listen,
right.
isn't Springsteen supposed to be putting out that new thing? Isn't it
I
supposed
think
to
it's out already. I think he's
Is
got
it
it.
out?
Just did. It was the video. The video.
The
just came
video,
out.
yes, the video.
Yeah, which
So
I
now
haven't had a chance to see. Shame on
You
me.
have you got a song out called Reckoning.
I do have a song out called Reckoning. Yep, absolutely.
I
Just
believe.
released it not too long ago, a handful of months ago, 4 months ago.
You want to
Yep.
hit us with that one?
I don't have that one prepared.
Oh, okay. I thought you give me anyone you want then.
He was teeing you up for something.
Yeah, but you know.
I'm sorry about sorry about that. If I would have known, I absolutely would have. I would have had it. I would have had it.
It's all right, but I was trying. I thought that was the one you wanted.
Listen, we got tons of people from Jersey that are like, all right, let's hear it.
All right. This is a song called "Claim to Fate." I see the colors flash in time. They look like ooh, yeah, I know you're lost inside. It sounds like ooh, but you empty your pockets out and you're checking the lost and found. I'll trade your mirrors out for light to stare into. Are you on? Are you off? Are you stuck in the middle? This is all a chance we take. Being up, being down, being stuck in the middle. It's your only claim to fame. I think it's not so serious how we're always I think we think too much and we break into. But you're headstrong and hard to find, and you're trying like everyone. Are you on? Are you off? Are you stuck in the middle? This is all a chance we take. Being up, being down, being stuck in the middle. It's your only claim to fame. But you're headstrong and hard to find, and you're trying like everyone. Are you on? Are you off? Are you stuck in the middle? This is all a chance we take. Being up, being down, being stuck in that riddle. It's your only claim to fame.
Uh,
Nice.
That was beautiful.
Nicely
I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Was
you.
the name of that song
The name of that song was "Claim to Fate."
Claim to Fame?
Fate.
Ah,
Oh, Fate. Claim to Fate. And you wrote that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I
thank you
just
so
I just want to, Nate, how the hell do you write a song?
I know.
I just want to
Holy
write
smokes.
one once.
If I had the answer in 2 sentences, I would be, terribly rich.
Well, Nate, you actually took music classes. You see, Scott was afforded those classes when he was young. He chose instead to screw around.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We all actually, there are things, I no judgments, man. We all have things that come by and they come, they go, and what are you gonna do?
Nate, I tell the story all the time. I had an electric guitar at 10. I learned one song, Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and it was over.
That's a long song. Oh, you got to give yourself.
I don't even know if I learned the whole tune. I just remember that was the tune I was working on with my guitar teacher.
So that was it, Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and that.
He was supposed to do it for his bar mitzvah. It didn't happen, obviously. Oh, man.
Yeah,
People are loving it, Nate. Barry Hicks, a lot of people are saying that the music sounds incredible. So where do people hear? I mean, I know you're on iTunes, you're on all the platforms, but are you doing like virtual concerts? I know this has like kind of put us all in a different sort of platform these days on how we reach and communicate with each other. So how are you communicating with your fans?
Yeah, right. To speak to the big elephant in the room, like it's such an exceptional, strange, tough time for everybody, and we're all all experiencing it together. So we're all doing what we can. I mean, obviously, the two of you, this right here, it's all an extension of that. So this is kind of the way that I haven't played any live shows since February.
Wow. So, and I'm sure, yeah,
it stinks.
So what I've been doing is on my YouTube channel, I've been doing a song a week recorded live here in the studio, and I'll post it just to keep the connection going.
Wow.
Yeah. So I missed it, and I wanted to keep connected to, the people that were out there listening. So I decided to do the series, and I've done 10 so far. So if you go onto the YouTube channel, you can see, and actually that song is the first one in the series. So you'll love it.
Do you do covers as well? You do any cover songs?
I do. I do. Not a lot, because I'm mostly an original artist, but in my show, I definitely do covers.
What's your go-to? What's the go-to?
Yeah. What, like, as a musician who writes all his original content, which one do you put out there into the world and say, you know what, this is something that inspires me and I want to share it with you?
Well, that's what we were talking about, Sting and Peter Gabriel and well, I'll tell you, my ear is influenced by the full range, a broad range of everybody and anybody, everything I've ever heard, So it's all kind of floating around up there, but there are songs that kind of stand above and mean something to me. So the question that you asked is, well, what? I think it's a matter of, does it translate to, because I play solo acoustic usually. So does it translate to the guitar? Do I feel like I'm doing the song justice by just having it on guitar? And of course, do I like the song? What does it mean to me, and why would I want to bring it into, the live setting?
Exactly.
So I've covered, oh my goodness, the list could go on and on. Anyone from, people that Paul Simon and the Beatles and John Lennon, up to Beck and Maroon 5 and whatever. If it's a good song, like I'm a
little Maroon 5.
I'm sorry.
What do you have planned for us?
I've got a Paul Simon.
He's got a Paul Simon song. Stop.
I'm so sorry, man. I would have known if you would have requested the Maroon 5 before I.
Oh, all right. Which one?
I love Paul Simon. I like Paul Simon. Let's do Paul Simon.
Okay. If you give me 1 second, I have to tune up, but I tune up because I care. I don't tune up to.
And that's what they all say. Ladies, that's what they all say. I tune up because I care. I care.
Yeah, I tune up because I care. Also,
I'll have to ask my husband to say that to me tonight. I tune up.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
almost there. Give me one
I've
second.
come.
Almost there.
Talk to you again.
I like it. You know what? Maybe, you know what, Scott? Maybe if you have me on again in the future, maybe we could work up a duet.
I'm always ready to go, bud.
You could relive your short-lived acoustic days.
Her bot
Legend
bar
of
mitzvah
rock,
day.
yeah. I'll go wrecking the Edmund.
I'll learn it with you. Who
Look
knows?
at you, got your New York One Cup working.
Did you watch the morning show in New York one? Because we love everybody on that show.
This was gotten true blue. I got this. Boy,
You're a fan.
what's that?
Pat Kiernan sent it to you.
Was it sent to
Pat
me?
Kiernan send you that cup?
Yeah.
No, I forget. I got to tell you, I don't remember exactly how I came upon it, but I had it. I think within the first month of living in New York.
Get out of here. Scotty, why were you sending cups to people? What the hell was wrong with you, Scotty?
It's a 20-year-old mug, and I adore it.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right. No further ado. And again, I want to say that thanks to Jason Spiewak for reaching out to the both of you.
Man.
You know, having
We
me
love
on.
Jason.
He's a longtime friend. I love the guy. He's just a wonderful person and an amazing musician, and really cares about the music world. And just much respect, much love for Jason. So thanks to him for shoving me your way. I appreciate it. You probably know this one.
Mississippi Delta is shining like a national guitar. I am following the river down the highway through the cradle of the Civil War. I'm going to Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims and families, so we are going to Graceland. My traveling companion is 9 years old. He's the child of my first marriage. I have a reason to believe we both will be received in Graceland. She come back to tell me she's gone. As if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own bed. As if I never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead. Happy St. Louis and love is like a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. I'm going to Graceland, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims and families, we are going to Graceland. My traveling companion, ghosts and empty sockets, looking at ghosts and empties. Maybe I have a reason to believe we both will be received in Graceland. There's a girl in New York City, calls herself the human trampoline. Sometimes when I'm falling flat, tumbling in turmoil, I say, whoa, so this is what she needs. She needs a bouncing in the Graceland. But I could see losing love is like a window in your heart. Everybody sees you blown apart. Everybody feels the wind blow. Oh, Graceland, Graceland, Graceland. I'm going to Graceland. For reasons I cannot explain, some part of me wants to see Graceland. Maybe obliged to defend every love, every ending. Maybe there's no obligations now. Maybe I have a reason to believe we both will be received in Graceland.
That was incredible. I don't want to age myself, but I was in Central Park when Paul Simon put on a show. Boy, that was incredible.
That was somewhere in the 90s, right?
90s,
1997,
97, 97,
Man, don't worry about it.
93.
93, right after college?
Pretty much, Suk.
That's all right. Suki, don't worry. Music doesn't deal in numbers and ages.
93, 94. You know what? It's all a blur. That's the problem, Nate. It's all a blur.
Kodachrome.
Give me stars, bright colors. Give me the dreams of summer.
And you think all the words of a sunny day. Oh, yeah. I got a
Nikon camera. I love to take a photo. We can
but Mama gonna take my Kodachrome away.
You know, I covered that. Actually, funny story. I covered that in the band that I was with Jason in, Jason Spiewak. He and I were in a band for 4 or 5 years, and we covered that song.
Love that song.
Jason's
song.
coming on. He's coming on next week. I told he gets us all the singers and performers. And then he's telling me how he's playing with Konstantin Maroulis last week. Konstantin's been on. And I said, like, dude, you got to get the piano and come on the show. So he's coming on next week.
Absolutely. That's awesome. I will be for surely tuning in.
Yeah, no. And Nate, listen, man, thank you so much. I appreciate you jumping in.
Awesome, Nate.
You were amazing.
I can't tell you how much I really appreciate the both of you having me on. I love what you do, and I would be wonderfully happy to come on again and say hi at some point. But thank you guys just so much for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Listen, we have these grandiose ideas because we've had so much talent on that once this COVID thing is over, that we would do an awesome like charity thing in this city, have our viewers, our viewers who've really been with us since like what, January, Scotty?
Yeah, we usually do between 30 and 50,000 views a show.
Wow.
Which isn't bad.
That's not bad at all.
And we're gonna fill up like some type of club, a Caroline's or something like that. We're gonna do a comedy music show, and it's gonna be 5 hours long. That's how many we've done. Had a lot of people on the show. But Nate, you were great, bud.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And you put the word out on there. Holy smokes.
So Nate, tell us Insta, like Apple iTunes, tell us, how do people find you?
The quick plugs. The website is natewalkermusic.com. natewalkermusic.com.
Okay.
And all my socials are on there. My YouTube is on there.
Your Insta.
Go check it out. The whole thing. Instagram is nwalkermusic. Facebook is nwalkermusic. Check it out. Give me a like. I'll like you back. I'd be happy to talk shop with anyone who's willing to, listen to the music.
Listen, I know Scotty wants to write a song with you, but unfortunately it would be with all the women that he thought about.
I got nothing. You know what, Nate? I don't have enough misery in my life to write a song yet. I need more misery.
I need more misery.
Scott, anytime you want to write a song, man, I'm down. Let's do it.
Scott, there's so much that we can like actually talk about now. Nick, you're awesome. Congratulations on the baby. Go back.
Yeah, Nate, thank you, buddy.
Thank you both so much. Take care. See you soon.
We'll see you at the 1 o'clock meeting.
That woman over there and say, "Get back to work, Daddy."
Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, pal. So good,
He's
Suk. What
such a nice guy. I mean, he was a organic farmer, and now
talented.
he was
They're all
a
talented. Everybody's so
professional
talented.
trumpeter. I mean,
Yeah.
like,
It's amazing. Oh, you know what?
Dilly Dog. Where is Dilly Dog? Let me see her.
Dilly wants to show you her braces that she got the other
Dilly,
day.
let me see.
Come here, show Suki your braces. Go ahead.
They're terrible.
Come here, I'm gonna
Let
put
me
you up
see.
full
You're so
screen.
beautiful, Dilly. Let me see how beautiful you look.
Come on,
Oh,
you look
come on, Dilly. Shadow wants to see you.
Skylar what she has to look forward to.
Oh, but let me see it, Dilly.
But I chose brought to you by Cheez-Its Family Size because you deserve the very best.
Dilly, let me see the teeth.
Show the teeth and you're punished. All right, what are you doing?
I couldn't want to eat that.
Suk, what's your favorite Paul Simon song?
Kodachrome is definitely one of them.
How about Little Me and Julio down by the
Me and
schoolyard?
Julio down by the schoolyard. Another one. Dilly, look at how cute you got. Look at you. Dilly, I got a prom date here too. He's really cute.
Oh,
Kieran!
you want to go to prom with Kieran?
Listen, we could be, you would love him. He's gotten big.
Mama found out and began to shout, and she started the
Look at
investigation.
the sister. Look at the sister.
No, she shouldn't go. No.
Dilly Dog, how's everything going? How's school going?
Good.
She's good.
Look at
She's
you
learning.
supporting India with the Mumbai shirt. I like that. Look at that.
Oh, look at
That
you,
was
huh?
from, yeah.
My daughter goes through Cheez-Its like I go through Pop-Tarts.
Shyla likes, what do you like eating, Shyla? Ice cream.
Yeah, nice. All right, you up. Get out
Good
of
night.
here.
Good night. I got to put these guys to bed. Good night, sweetheart. Well,
Billy and we're going to watch a little Cobra Kai after this.
everybody's into Cobra Kai.
Love it.
Love it. All right.
Another good show, another good week. Sorry it was only 2 shows this week. We'll be back. We're going full blast next week soon.
Full blast. Feel the power. Love you guys.
Love you. Well, you want to sing something before we leave?
I thought we do Good Night, Sweetheart. Isn't that what we
Don't you know it's time for me to fly? I got to set myself free. Time for me to fly.
What is that song? Never heard of it.
REO Speedwagon. Dude.
Oh.
You don't know Time for Me to Fly?
No, I thought it was Come Sail Away, Come Sail Away, Come Sail Away with me.
A gathering of angels appeared upon my head. They sang to me this song of hope. And this is what they said. They said, come sail away. Come sail away. Come and sail away with me. All right, go ahead, Sue. Give us a little good night, sweetheart, and we'll wrap it up.
Listen, I'm no Phil, but here I go. Good
baby.
night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we really must say,
oh, good night.
night.